Okay. Now I want to get data from this table. This is our table. I want to retrieve the data from this table here. Yesterday class, I showed you how to count rows, how to count columns, how to get specific row column data in a table. Right? Now, how do you retrieve data from a table? Okay? Let us observe that. Did you practice all of you guys up to now? Did you practice all the examples so far we did?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Capture table data. Okay? Select your main method, finish off it. So to capture table data, same what I told you yesterday class, before you start working with any table, here we are not working with specific row, specific column. We are going to work with the complete table. What I told you, store table into web element. Okay, compulsory. How to store that into web element? Web element.
Web element object table.
Yes. Web element, some object table.
Table equals to driver.
Locate the table. All of you know. Yeah. We locate the table with the class name. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Dot.
Data table.
Class name. And that class name is so and so. And how to find a table here, all of you, and let me know how do you find table in this web page. Right click the mouse, inspect element, and go to HTML page. Control F. Control F.
Double forward slash.
Double forward slash table tag.
Table.
So it highlights the table number here, and you have to keep on clicking enter button until you find your table. Go on clicking enter button. So click enter. So that second table is ours, right? Highlights with that. It highlights your table. Now you know so that's what this has a class name called data table. Yes. So let us copy that class name data table. Okay, fine. Now the whole table has been stored into which variable here? Table
variable.
Now from the table, first thing what we want, count number of rows in a table. I just want count number of rows in a table, means collection. So
list.
So we should take help of interface called list interface. List control space bar java.util and the data type is
web element
and store into one variable. Rows is equal to
table dot.
Yes, table dot find elements, and with what we can find that rows here? By tag name. What the tag name it has? Here. Right. Now print that number of rows.
Rows dot size
in a table colon plus
rows dot
size. Right. Here we are going to get number of rows in a table. Now, if you want to get columns from table, we cannot get column from table. All of you know that we get columns from rows.
Row.
So compulsory there should be a looping statement, right? We have to iterate all the rows. Yes, iterate all rows. Yes. You can take for each loop or for loop. Which one you want?
The for loop.
Take for loop, then no problem. For integer I is equal to 1. I less than
rows dot size.
Rows dot size. How many rows are there? Iterate that means I plus plus.
Yes.
Now, next step is get
Collection of
collection of
columns in each
columns in each row.
row.
So again, you should take help of list collection. List web element
Column
calls is equal to,
calls. Rows.
yes, go to rows dot get
Row.
every position.
Get. Yes, get.
Get of items dot find
Find
elements.
element.
And we need to find your columns with a tag
By
name
tag name TD.
TT. Now, if you want to get every column data, you should go to every row, get every column data in that. Go to first row, get first column data. Go to first row, get second column data. Company name, returns. I want return every row I want. So again, we should take one more loop. Iterate all cells means columns. Because you should go to every row and get that column, right? Every column in that row. So for integer j is equal to 0. Why we need to start from 0? Because look at here, all of you. First row, first column. Okay, first row, first column. First row, second column. Again, second row, again first column. Second row, second column. So you should go and get every column data in each row. So that's what I'm starting from 0. So j less than calls dot size. Calls dot size j plus plus. Now, next step is what the next step is? Capture each row cell data. Yes or no? You should go to every row and should get the cell data, every cell data. So we have to store into one variable string each cell is equal to, go to rows collection. From where you want to get every column collection, you want every column and every row data. So go to every row, every column, collection of column, calls dot get of j times dot get text method. Yes or no? You should go to every call, every position in that collection of calls. It is maybe holding 2 or 3 or whatever, maybe in every row 2 columns. Should go to every column and get that column, every position column data and store into each cell. And here I want print single line here. First I want print single line and go to new line every time slash n, right? Plus cell, sorry, each cell data, each cell. Okay, here I want print in single line. After printing first row column data, before going to print next row column data, then go to new line, system.println, and I want to border. For my understanding, I want to border it, every row column data, for my understanding. And finally, after completion of all the loop, I want to come out of it, wait for 5 seconds, thread dot sleep, wait for 5000 milliseconds, and then close my browser, driver dot close. Okay, you can define your super class here, throws, throwable. Okay, now let me check it out. So we are able to retrieve data from a row. We're able to get complete table data. Different ways we can perform. Let us observe. Console tab. There are 26 rows we have in that table. In that 26 rows, I want every row, every column, in every row column data. Each row column data I want to retrieve. So that it is able to print accordingly. So this is, what is this? First row, first column, first row, second column, right? First row data, second row data, third row data. It's able to retrieve the data from the table. Whatever data is given in the table. This is one way. Suppose, let me take one more example for your understanding. I am taking ICICI market. Take any number of examples and table concept. My table is not in this page, not in the markets page. I want to click on market status because my table is not in this page still. After clicking market status, I want to click on daily share prices. Okay. Why means? Because my table is existing here. In this page only my table. This is my table. Daily, in this daily share price, I want to see that. This is my table. I want to retrieve 1 to 14 pages of data from this table. I want to retrieve 1 to 14 pages. There are 14 pages of data in this table. So whenever it is finding some text in this page, get it. After getting this page, click on next button. You should go on clicking next button, retrieve the data. We have tried a condition for that. If the cell doesn't contain any text, click on next button. If cell contains any text, print that data and click on next button. Like that, it goes on printing how long? It goes on printing up to 14 pages of data. I want to retrieve the data in this table. Okay, na? How? Let's see. Okay. And that too, remember, I can retrieve only A company data. I can retrieve only by default A company. If I want to do B company data means, then that is different process. I want to do from A to Z companies from this table. Right now we can retrieve A company because A is default. If I want to do, see that, click on B, Selenium should click on B and should retrieve, again in B there are 17 pages. Again I want to do C company data means, click on C and should retrieve C company. C is having 8 pages of data. Like that, A to Z, Z company. Z company is having 1 page of data. But right now I'm going with only A company because A is default. But how to retrieve that also, we have to think in another way. Huh? Let me see how many of you are able to do that. Simple modification will be there, I'll show you. Okay, first let us go ahead and do this first. Let us retrieve A company data. ICSI table. Okay, select your main method, finish off it. Up here it's common. Okay, and here, you know, all of you guys, we don't get this table in this default page. If you open this ICICI market page, it opens like this. Yeah, we can go up to this. If you take this URL, I think, let us say, is able to. This URL, it's taking that page, or which page it will take, let us see. Yes, it is. If you take this URL up here, it takes direct to this daily share price, right? Market status. Now only we have to click on daily share price link. Okay, but when I'm taking ICICIdirect.com, this is a home page we're getting. So this is a different page. That's what you can take that particular URL. Okay, you can give this URL so that it can take directly to which page? Market status page. From this market, we have to click on daily share price, right? So we have to click one link there. So click on daily share price. Okay, daily share price link. So how do you click that daily share means? Direct driver dot find element by dot I can say partial link text, no problem. Dot click. And I want to wait for 5 seconds. Because Selenium should go to that page, daily share price. Okay. Let us get this daily share price link. Right click on it. Inspect element. And go to crow path. Go to your crow path. And daily partial link text also we have. Edit this partial link text, copy this. You can take X path, anything you want. No issue. Okay. Now, at what I told you here, when you're planning to work with the table, excuse me, how to identify. First, always make a habit of identify the table. How to identify table in this page? How to identify this table? Maybe there are a number of tables in this page. How to identify? Inspect this. Go to your HTML page. Control F. Double forward slash.
Table.
Type the tag name table. How many tables we have in this web page?
9 tables.
So what is our table? Our required table. This is our required table. So it's highlighting somewhere else. This is our first table. No, that's not our table. How to get our table? Go on clicking enter button. Enter second table. No. Third table. No. Fourth table. No. Fifth table. No. Sixth table. No. Seventh. No. Eighth. No. So it is ninth table. Am I right? It's ninth table. So that look at that. Highlighting the table now. When I place here, see that highlighting that ninth table. So with what we can identify the table? Look here. We can identify with ID value, right? Yes or no? We can identify the table with ID. So open square bracket @ ID is equal to single quotation and that ID value cross square bracket close ID value grid source. We can locate the table with XPath, no problem. And within the table, if you want to know anything, all of you know what to do. / T body. Go to T body. In that T body, if you want to know how many rows are there, TR. See how many rows we have in that?
271 rows.
271 rows are there. There are 271 rows in this entire 1 to 14 pages of data we have. 217 rows are there. Look at that. In that, you can choose any one row. Suppose I want to go with 10th row. How many columns I want to know in that 10th row? TD. How many columns we have?
8.
So in every row, it will have the same column number or it will be changing column number. In every column, the column size will be same or it will be changing.
Same columns.
Same number will not, column number will not change. Okay. If you want to retrieve any specific row column data, this is what we do. But I don't want to get with any specific column data. I want to identify tables so that I am taking grid source. Okay, copy this. Copy this XPath and identify that. First, store that complete table into web element here.
Web element.
Second. Store table. Web element. Some object table is equal to driver dot find element by dot XPath value will paste, or we can go with ID also, no problem. Common testing, what to do? Come on guys. Once you identify the table, any table you work, first thing what you do, get collection of rows in a table. Okay. So we go with list interface, list of web element, some object rows is equal to go to table dot find elements by dot tag name and tag value for that is tr so and so. Okay. And if you want to print number of rows, you print it, no problem. Number of
rows
in a table colon plus rows dot size. And So compulsory. If you want get column collection, we cannot directly get from table. We have to get collection of columns from rows only. So iterate all rows.
Rows.
Here I am taking for each loop. It's up to you. Okay. I am taking for each loop. For what data type? All of you know what data type we should use?
In
Data type. For
Web
each loop.
element.
Web element. Each loop, each loop.
okay, sir.
Each loop. Each row. Each row. Colon. Collection is rows.
Rows.
Now get the collection of
Columns
columns in a row.
in each row.
Each row, yes. So for that, list
uh,
web element,
web element
some variable calls is
calls
equal to
equals to rows dot
directly
get
Each row.
each no sir dot get
huh?
calls equals to rows
Calls is equal to here. What is the difference between for loop and for each loop? I told you already. Each row
yeah
is already holding every position. Remember that.
yeah.
So no need of using get method. Directly go to this position, every position. No need to go with rows. Rows is collection. In that collection, every position stored into each row. So directly go to each row. That's a good advantage we have with this each row. Each row dot find elements. No more get method. Already each row is already holding every position. Man. No for loop. For each loop you're using. No need of
Find
again going with
elements.
get
The
method.
Elements.
Once again, no need to go with get method. If you're using for loop only, we should go with get method because you go to every position. Every position stored into which variable here? Each row variable.
Each
So
row.
yes, find elements.
Find element
By dot
by tag name
tag name. What the tag value for columns?
TD
TD.
TD. So we are going with third example. Now we need to iterate each cell.
Column in a row.
Iterate each cell. Again, take one more for web element. Data type is web element. Each cell colon calls. Collection is calls. Okay. Now I should give a condition to Selenium. What that condition I should provide, because we are not only getting a single page data. We want get from 1 to 14 pages of data from this page. If each cell, what is each cell is containing here? Anybody? What each cell is holding? Each cell is holding the position of every
The position of column.
every position column. If any each cell is empty, if any is each cell is empty, or if each cell is containing something, if cell is empty, then click on next button. If each cell contain any text, print that text. So I should give a condition. What that condition? If
each cell.
So
can we write not equal to empty?
No, not equal to each cell. Sorry. What is that? Each cell. If each cell dot is condition method I use is empty. This method is available. Sorry. Dot get text. First get that text, but get every cell text. Dot is empty. Look at that. Is empty. You know, it's a Boolean type. True or false. Returns true if and only if length is 0. What is length is 0?
Containing data.
Anything, some length means, so length, you know what is length means? Number of some characters. If cell contains, if each cell any text, if it contains any text, if it is empty means, if it is not empty meaning, if it is empty, then what to do? What Selenium has to do? Click on
next.
Are you understanding, all of you? Click on next header. At the bottom you'll find next, right? Right click on it, inspect element, go to crow path, Go to your crop path, click on relay text path, copy this. Okay. Ask Selenium to click that driver dot find element by dot XPath value so and so dot click. When it click here, when it click that button, next button,
When the cell is
by checking
empty.
is empty. If not empty also, if not empty, if find something, print it. If something is available, print it. If something is not found, then go on clicking next button. So here I want to print in first line, first row, system.out. I want to go on new line, printing new line, double forward quotation slash n. First print, what to print here? What to print here?
The data on each cell.
How to print that? We can store, I'm directly printing it, that's it. We can store into one variable, print or directly print it. How to get that? How to print that? Go to each cell here. Go to each cell. Each cell dot get text. Go to each cell and get that text. First print in single line. After going with next, before printing next row column data, come out of the loop and then go on printing in new line. Print ln. Print statement all of you know. Single line, ln statement, line by line. After printing first row, go to next line and border it. For my understanding, let me border. Sys out. You can border with you can decorate with anything. It's up to you. I just want to border. Okay. After completion of printing every row, come out of it. Suspend tool for about 5 seconds. I don't know. Let me check it out. Come out of that loop and then close my browser. Driver.close. Okay. And add your super class for this. Throws, throwable. Okay. Let me check it out. Will it work out? Any mistakes? Let us provide this URL. Change this URL. It's printing up to which page data it will be printing to you guys. It will print only a company, print up to 1 to 14 page of data. It should go on printing, right? Let me check it out. Daily share price. It should go on clicking daily share price. Now it got that table. Now in this table, first it should print how many rows are there. See that. It goes on retrieving the cell. This get cell text contains some data. Now it's printing first page data. It's printing first page data. Yes or no? Next, now it's gone move to second page data. Now it's printing second page data. Like that, it go on retrieving each and every cell data in every page of data. Now it's printing second cell, second page data. It found something. It's not empty. Now it's going on which page? Third page. But only it's printing which company data it's printing, all of you guys?
Only
A company. But if I want to print all company data, A to Z, same code I'll show you how to modify. Simple modification we have to do. Fifth page data going on. It goes on printing. It goes on printing all the company data. Don't worry. Okay, na? You have a lot of time in your house. You can print up to 13, 14 pages, not problem. I'm stopping in between. Okay, na? But now I want to print A to Z company data. This is a challenge for us. I want to print not only a company, after completion of a company. Now we need to get this collection of these alphabets. We should store this collection of alphabets into one variable. Look at that. Right click to mouse, inspect element. If you look at that alphabets in HTML page especially, see, Developer, look at that collection again. Right click on A and inspect first. This inspect option sometimes won't work. Be careful and use this arrow icon again. Now look at that. Every alphabet has been stored into. We can capture these alphabets with the help of one property here. ID. Is stored into ID. Look at that. Developer has given A, B, C, D. So to capture alphabet A, B, we can identify that every alphabet we can identify with some alphabet name. So get this collection first. Get this collection of all these alphabets which are stored into one collection. Div tag. Look at that. They are stored into div tag collection of all. If I place on this, look at here. If I place on this, look at above. When I place here, the including table plus alphabets. All alphabets of the table stored into div tag. So for that, same code, but simple modification. Let me show you. Same code, but same looping, but some modification we should do. What that modification I'll show you. We declared for, we'll create object for WebDriver. WebDriver object driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay, na? Common thing we do. Okay. Only we need to click only what? We need to click only HRDF, right? HRDF, because daily share price market, and launch URL here, driver dot get method, specify URL, and maximize driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, and suspend tool for 5 seconds, no problem, before clicking that page. Okay, and we'll specify this URL, same URL we'll specify. But what I told you, I want to print, before we're printing only A alphabet, now I want to print every alphabet, right? Look at that. What I did here, I got the collection of alphabets. Look here, all of you. I'm storing all alphabets. Alphabets also list element, list collection only, list of element. I'm storing all alphabets into which variable? Alphabets, right? Yes or no? Alphabets. So driver dot find element by dot ID, and then by dot, see again, why 2 times find element and then find elements? Anybody? Why 2 times here? First, it should
within
identify
the div ID. Within the div, it has to take only anchor tag.
First, it should identify that collection and then get that collection. What that collection it has? Look at it. Tag name. What that? Why alphabet A? All links, all alphabets are stored into which one? Look here. Look here. Alphabets.
Anchor tag.
Anchor tag A. So first identify that collection, and then get the collection in that ID. Get the collection of all links which are stored into anchor A. Okay, na? That's what I done 2 times. Find element by that identify that first, that table border, and then get the collection of anchor A which are stored in A. And what is this? I'm iterating for integer A is equal to, what is A? Don't confuse. Instead of I, generally we are familiar writing for integer I is equal to 0. Huh? Instead of that, I written A. Don't confuse. Okay, A or any iterator here. A is iterator here. Don't say A is anchor A. Okay, A is what? Iterator, one variable. For integer, A is equal to starting from 0. A less than alphabets dot size. How many alphabets are there? Iterate that many times. Yes or no? A to Z. Okay, now I'm storing alphabets into one variable ELE. All alphabets I'm storing get of A in every position of all alphabets I'm storing into ELE. And all of you know, every alphabets are stored into, look at that. Look here, every alphabet stored into which property? Look at that property.
ID.
ID. All of you know how to get internal property values by using
Get attribute.
get attribute. So why I'm defining string, you know, anybody? What is this, you know? Casting. Even if you don't define, if you define casting, what that meaning of that casting is, I let it be any other data type, it should consider as string type. Or leave that casting, not, let us see if you don't use casting, what happens. Not a important here. So all alphabet letters are stored into which variable? Anybody? A to Z. Where they're stored? Where they're stored? Huh? Alphabet. This A alphabets here. A, B, C, D, E. Where they're stored?
Get
Link
letter.
Link letter, ma. EL is holding collection, ma. EL is holding collection of alphabets. Alphabet letters are stored into, that's what I'm using. Getting that attribute values. I'm storing into link letter. Okay. System.print, it will print to you which link, if you want, print that. It's up to you which link it is, I mean, which link it is printing, and which link it is, which letter is printing. Which letter it's printing, we can ask Selenium to print that, not a problem. Now look at the condition. What that condition? If not, letter dot equals to null. Null avaddu. If it's not means not opposite. If it is available, what will happen? If it's available, what will happen? It will click that respect to link. No, it will click that letter. If this available, it will click that letter A. Then it click on letter B. If it's equals, which one? If our link letter is equal, if you found something, it will click that. If found doesn't find anything, it comes out of it. Then it will print to you what link it is printing for us. It will tell you what link it is printing. I mean, which link it is, I mean, which alphabet it's clicking, it will print to you. And this respect to code, what written before, same as it is. No changes in this. There's no changes in this code. Rest of that code is all. Before that, what I am doing, I'm getting the collection of alphabets. I'm iterating all that alphabets, and I'm getting letter of that every alphabets and storing into one variable, and I'm defining a condition. What that condition? If that link letter equals to something, click that link. Click that link means what that meaning? Alphabet. Click that alphabet. If something is nothing is available, then comes out of it. After Z, nothing will be there. It should come out of it. But this loop, all of you remember, this for loop, we are writing open braces here, and it should be closed, end of it. Look at that. It should be closed. That's an open loop there, and it should be closed. Why? Because within that alphabets only, you should go on iterating. Before we are able to print only what? We are printing only a company. Now we should be able to print all company data. I don't know. Let me check it out. Okay. Let me find out. Let us see, is it able to print that data? So like that, we have to write a code here, not writing simple table data and executing. Now it is gone. Let us see. See now, it's printing for what? Now it's going to print for what? A, alphabet A. Now it's retrieving data from alphabet A. This is A company data. All these are A company data. It goes on iterating. How long it goes on iterating? How long? Until that empty, until it becomes empty. Once it is empty, then it goes on clicking B company. like that. It goes on printing up to 13, A to Z company data. Now still it's going on A, without page data. Wait, it'll take some time. Only one day we write this code, every day we can come to office and we can run, because this data will keep on changing. Every day the share values will not be constant. Every day we can come and execute it accordingly. Fifth page data, sixth page data. It's gone printing sixth page data. Still going on A company data.
I have a small doubt. Like if you want to write a test case for this table, like whether the data is populating correctly or not, like how we'll write?
No test case, write script only here. Why test case?
No, I mean to say like script. So we will write this complete script and we'll run. So we don't know. We don't know like which field of data is missing, right?
That validation you have to do. I'm not doing any validation here. I'm printing the table data here. Which column data you want validate, take a condition and validate that.
Okay. Now if I want like even though any of single column or single row is missing, if we keep that validation and we'll find it.
Yeah, we'll have to find out with validation.
Okay.
Still going on A company, I think 12th page of data. I want to show it's able to print a B company data or not. That's what I'm waiting for that. Our main tester intention, we don't design tables. Then by developer, we are checking the data. We are retrieving data and we are printing data. Is data is printing correctly or not? If you want to validate any particular column row data, we can validate. No issue. Condition, store it. Now see that. Now it's going for letter B. Now A company completed. Now see, it's printing for what? Alphabet B company. That means it is within the loop. Now it's going on printing. Seen that total rows are 329 rows are there in B company. Like that, we need to validate the data in a table. Okay. If you want to validate something, you can store that which data you are planning. We can store that into one variable. Do one thing. I'll assign one task to all of you guys. Do it. Let me see. I assigned number of tasks, but no one has reported me. It's up to you. If you take our Orange HRM, you write a code for login. Write code for login. Let me see how many of you are able to validate. Login, write code for login. And I want to create one user for this application. Okay, I want to create one user. Click on admin for that. Okay, click on add button. Okay, and add your employee. Employee name, you cannot type your own employee. Take any one employee name. Anything we can type with any one alphabet. Some employee name should be existing here. You cannot take, see, suppose this is my employee name. Okay, you can type any one employee name. But don't type your own employee. That employee should be existing in that application. I'm creating one user for this employee. And you enter some name. Say, for example, I'm giving my username as Akhilesh. You capture this Akhilesh username and store into one variable. Because I want to check this username is added in my table or not. That's what my testing here to be. Now you have to, before that, we have to store this employee name. After filling the form, you have to store into one variable, this username which you are entering. Okay. Enter your password. It allows, shut the rate, 1, 2, 3. It allows all characters here. Be careful. Okay. When I click on save button, where this will be saved, this username, this Akhilesh username, this will be saved in your table only, 100%. Right? Now this is a table. Look at that. Akhilesh. This is a table concept. This is a table concept. Now Selenium should come and verify in that particular column. Which column it is? Which column it is? Username column. Yes or no? Username column. So this is a table stored into one variable, data over our ID results table also, whatever may be. So it has been stored into one column. Which column it is? In that, so rows, in that row or second row, whatever, this is first row. Okay, in that first row, 1, 2, second column. It's stored into second column data. Compare this, what you enter, compare with that data, it's existing or not. Is that username got created in that table or not? You have to get the collection of rows and you have to get the collection of columns. Okay. And you have to get the bye. Okay. And you have to get the collection of same table content, but you need to retrieve the data from a table and validate it. If the Akhilesh exists, my username has created in table, otherwise fail. Try. I hope you'll try it. Huh? Will you try this, all of you guys? Huh? You have to come and check in the table. That's what we do, validation. You're entering username, but that username is added in my table or not, I don't know. So Selenium should come and validate that. Store that username into one variable and compare that username with the table data. And it will verify. Check and let me know how many of you are able to, I'll understand. Okay. So like that, we can take help of, say, I'm not going with simple examples here, every topic. That's the reason it's taking some time. People are asking, sir, when you'll complete, when you'll complete. You want me to complete within 2 days?
No.
Huh?
No, sir.
Any hurry up to people?
No.
No companies are open for you guys. Huh? Who will complete fast will have a job. Huh? No, learn subject completely here. Okay, that's what this table concept we have to do. Now, before we go into TestNG classes, I would like to discuss tomorrow. I'll go with file handling, how to handle files, notepad data, very, very important. And also Excel files, very important. And from there, we'll start in real-time process. We'll enter like how you work with the framework, very important. It takes 2 weeks time. Many people are discussing framework within 3 days, 2 days, they're completing here. Try to understand. You follow your friends who are already learning, especially US people, they're paying 20,000 rupees, 19,000 rupees. I don't know how they're paying. Huh? And they're completing course within a short period of time. Okay, but it won't be. Frameworks are very important. We'll discuss keyword, data-driven, hybrid, Cucumber also clearly, but you should have some patience for that, all of you. Huh? So then we'll start. Tomorrow, I'll start how to handle files and I'll show how to install TestNG. And let's see what is TestNG, how to get HTML reports. Very interesting. From the reportings are very interesting for us. Okay, but your practices are also important. And don't come to classes regular basis, all of you. Okay, don't come to classes regularly. Come today, miss 5 classes, and then attend again 6th class. You'll get complete subject. Okay, na? All of you. Is it okay? No, attend classes regularly. Okay, na? All of you.
Okay.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.